Hey, what's going on, everybody? You got Kenny, the Mongo Man, out here in Mongo's garage as usual. And I have spent the better part of the evening laying underneath of this white beast. We have the shifter installed, and I cleaned up a couple other things that I needed to clean up on it. We got the distributor back together. I got it wired permanently. What else did I do? I don't know. I didn't really do a whole lot up here, but we did get the distributor in it. Or I'm the distributor. We got the shifter in it. Show us the shifter there, KJ. It's in park now. That should be reverse. That should be neutral. That's drive. One. Oh, actually, that's second. Up one, and that's first. So then he bumps forward. Second. Drive. Reverse,
neutral,
reverse. Yeah, neutral, reverse, and park. So we're going to test it out here, see if it'll start there, KJ. One pump, should fire right up.
Sir, I got no power to the key.
All right, everybody, so we think the transmission's still a little low on fluid. Well, we know it is after checking it. It's we had it up on the dipstick, and after running it through the gears one time, it's back down on the dipstick, so we're going to put some more fluid in it once we find some more fluid, and then we'll go from there. But she's starting up. Starts real good. The brakes real good. Real happy about that. We're going to keep on keeping on here and see where we get. All right, everybody, KJ and I are getting wrapped up here. It is about 9:45. We got the shifter in it. We made things go. We're a little low on transmission fluid. Not real happy with the way the transmission is operating currently, but we'll get some more transmission fluid in it. Hopefully we can get her locked up. Hopefully we got some aerated fluid in there and it's just not locking everything up like it should. Other than that, everything's coming out. We still got a couple more things to finish up here. Detail work. Neutral safety is working like it should, only starts in park and neutral. So that's a good thing. Brakes seem to be fine. We got to get that steering column bolted up in it, steering wheel back on it, get the dash screwed back in it. The steering box itself is what's leaking, so we're not going to be changing that. Teddy can handle that. Other than that, I think we're just about done with this one. All right, we'll see you guys soon. right, so there you have it. After the troubles we were having last night with the transmission, I went ahead and picked up some more ATF plus 4. Got 2.5 more quarts dumped in it, and now it seems to be fine. Shifting forward and reverse, I did check it with the transmission in neutral while it's sitting here idling. Of course, it's not up to temperature yet, so I put it right in the halfway mark on hot. So once we bring it up to temperature, I'm sure it should be right there at the top. All right, I'm gonna go up to the house, let this air out a little bit, and then when KJ gets home, we'll get back out here and get some more things wrapped up. Hopefully, we might even close this thing out today. All right, see you in a little bit. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Friday night out here in Mongo's garage. You got the old Mongo man with you. Looks like it's about 5 minutes to 8. I'm gonna try and get this old girl done so we can drive it over there tomorrow. What we've got left to do here is just some plastic work, get some things buttoned up, get the steering column bolted in it, get the steering wheel back on it. So come on with us here. Let's see what we can get done. So the first things first, what we're going to try and do is get the shifter cover on the shifter. It needs trimmed up quite a bit. If you can see this, the back side of that shifter is right up against the floor, and you can see how much room there is between the bolt hole and where it is there. So I've got quite a bit to go there. We'll get that trimmed up and get it on there. And I got a helper out here. See what we can get done. Got the old Mongo man here. It is now 9:45 Friday evening out here in Mongo's garage. Kenny and I got just about everything wrapped up here on the old Stormtrooper. Let's go over everything we've done to this car to this point and what we're going to do tomorrow. All right, so as everybody knows, this car came here as a basket case. We knew nothing about it. The engine was sitting in it crooked. It had nothing hooked up. There was no brakes on it. The radiator was bolted in it, but there was no coolant system hooked up. KJ and I pulled the motor out of it, separated it. KJ made sure everything was good on the torque converter, and we put it all back together. Pulled the front end off the motor, made sure everything was good there, put an eccentric on it, put the new fuel pump on it, made up a new fuel line, set of spark plug wires, stabbed it all back in there, had a bunch of problems with the water pump. It hitting a bolt down inside of there. It does have a 1980 Ford F350, 351 modified upper radiator hose, best part on the truck or on the car. What else did we do, KJ?
Put all the fuel lines in it. What did you tell them about the brake calipers?
No, go ahead.
So those were wrong. They were one side was on the other and the other was on the other side. So we swapped those, hooked all the front brake lines up, and Dad put all the lines hooked to the master cylinder. One day after work, I came in here, redid the whole rear axle brake lines. We were missing the long tube that goes from all the way back down to the axles. So Teddy got us that. And after that, I think last Sunday, I came in here, I put it all up, ran the fuel line into it, and then we tried to start it, and it wasn't getting fuel from the fuel. So we took the sending unit back out of it, and when the sending unit was full of mud wasp, so we blew that out. Then I went back and installed that. We hooked the fuel lines up. Last Sunday we set it back on the ground, and then Tuesday or Wednesday we made it run, and then here we are Friday evening, getting ready to take it back to the owner.
So yeah, last weekend she was over here. We weren't running yet. Spent some time on it earlier this week. Got it running, got it in time, got everything broke in because that was a brand new motor. We've had it, went through about 3 different heat cycles at this point. Yep. Tonight, once we got everything buttoned up, got the steering column bolted back in it because it was loose. Steering wheel was falling off in your hands. We got it bolted back on there so we don't have to worry about that now.
Wiped the nasty interior out of it.
Wiped all the nasty out of the interior, but there's still some nasty left. I don't know if you'd get hantavirus from it, but it is not the cleanest. Got the shifter cover installed there. So you can see that's all in place. The dash lights do work. They stay on all the time because of the way that the headlight switch was taken out of the car. It is all back together, and as you can see here, as is evidence on the floor, we just was having some fun here in the garage and filled her up with some tire smoke. But there it is, the Stormtrooper is all back together. What we're hoping for tomorrow is to go ahead and take it out, do the first drive video as we always do. The thing is it won't be done in the dark. Why won't it be done in the dark, KJ?
Because there ain't no lights or windshield in this car.
No windshield, no lights, nor are we putting them in the car. The owner wanted exactly what he got here. He wanted to make sure it ran, drives, moves, and stops.
And does burnouts.
And does burnouts. So it has passed quality control testing. And we are done out here for the evening. Just got the heater nice and warm. It's about 70 degrees in here. All right, KJ and I really busted it up on this one. It took us a little while to get in gear, but once we got her in gear, it didn't take long to get her finished from there. All right, KJ, another successful job. We'll get this thing delivered tomorrow, and then it's on to something else. All right, guys. KJ, what do you tell the people?
Bye.
See you, people.